The other day I made a coffee Swiss roll. It's a cake similar to the ones you'd find at Asian bakehouses, and out of all the possible Swiss roll flavors, coffee's my favorite. I started by separating my eggs. To the yolks I add brown sugar, salt, vanilla, coffee, oil, and milk. I mix to combine before adding in some flour and raising agents, and then lift with a really thick cake batter. I set that aside and whisk my egg white meringue, which is egg white, brown sugar, and cream of tartar. Once whipped till stiff, I incorporate a third of the egg white meringue into my cake batter to lighten it up, before adding this cake batter back into the meringue and folding until combined. I pour this cake batter onto a lined baking tray and smooth it. I give it a tap to release the air bubbles and bake. Once it's barely cooled, I flip it onto a new sheet of baking paper. Peel away the baking paper the sponge had baked on. I roll the sponge cake up before it has a chance to fully cool. Once it does cool, I can unroll it. This way the sponge cake can remember its shape and won't crack when you roll it up with a cream. Add a very generous amount of coffee cream into the cake before rolling it up. I have a bit of the cream to spread on the outside. You don't have to do this next part if you don't want to, but it wouldn't be the coffee Swiss roll I remembered without chocolate sprinkles on the outside. I then wrap everything up in Glad wrap to secure it whilst it cools in the fridge. Once it's properly chilled, it should remember its shape, and it's so satisfying when you cut the first slice. The cake has a really nice coffee flavor. It's light, it's not too sweet. It's so perfect with the chocolate sprinkles. I love it.